Welcome back, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The time is now 8:10. My name is Ari. Next to me is Christal, and we are the odd couple
This
on
again.
Activated Mornings this morning. Joshua wants everyone to know that odd is not a derivative or derogatory term. It's just because we different minds, and it's an interesting combination for him, and that is why he
The
coined us
pressure is
the-
getting worse.
the odd
The odd couple. Okay. All right.
couple.
Okay. Fine. Let me just say, give me like a few seconds. Before we came in on the live, we played the song here by Problem Child, and now Patrice.
The best thing.
Impossible. Patrice is the best thing.
Problem.
Oh, problem.
I'm a big
Problem is
fan.
a problem.
I'm a big problem
Me
fan.
too. Huge. But this song actually came out. It's on a Heights of Greatness rhythm. Big up to Super K one time. And it came out before Carnival. Before they said Carnival, I think March thereabout, subject to correction. And when I listened to it, there's another St. Lucian that's on the rhythm. I can't remember his name right now. When I listened to Problem Child song, I was like, yeah, this is a hit. This is good. But, it was drowned out by a lot of other music, and it's only now picking up that Patrice is on it now. I think that's the reason it's picking up a little bit more steam. And now it's Drew. He's also on the rhythm too. A really nice tune. So big up yourselves one time. This is another hit that came out too soon, too early. Anyways. The WhatsApp number 4579997. The number to call 4579997. Again, we're also live on Facebook and YouTube at WEFM99 SVG. Let me say good morning to Joshua. Good morning to Relisa. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Juan. Good morning, Sion as well. All the solid listeners, wherever you are right now, however you're listening, good morning to you. This talk segment here, we're gonna go speak about briefly a little bit about colonialism and what should stay, and what should go. Remnants, we have a lot of things that remind us of our past, the names of streets, the names of communities, the language.
Iron Man.
What?
The Iron Man.
The Iron Man, some buildings, the arches, City of Arches, so many things, right? But there's a story in the newspaper. It's headlined, "Some aspects of colonialism must remain." So says PM Gonsalves. Prime Minister Dr. Af Gonsalves, who has repeatedly lashed out at the opposition New Democratic Party, NDP. Good morning, y'all. And critics referring to some as colonial-minded told Vincentians recently that there are some aspects of colonialism that must remain. Reading this, I just got so upset. Even though much of the fabric is worn, the coattails of colonialism are sweeping this and other Caribbean islands amid establishment of symbols of independence. A news conference on October 23rd, 4 days before the 44th anniversary of independence, Gonsalves, who has spoken of persons wanting to hold on to the coattails of colonialism, was asked about steps by African countries to remove all traces of colonialism and the impact likely on this country's move to erase all traces of colonialism. So that's it there, to erase all traces of colonialism. Now, the issue is not so much, and I quote, to get rid of all the vestiges of colonialism, as you put it. We have to cleanse our mind of the colonial way of thinking and think of ourselves through the prism of our own eyes. End of quote. I'll stop right there. Your thoughts?
My thoughts?
Yeah. Is
Okay.
he right in saying we cannot, like, some aspects of some traces of colonialism must remain?
I do think that he is right, because him saying what some aspects of colonialism must remain. One of the main reminder to me that we were once a colony is our language. First and foremost. Now, I love history and I love culture, and our Vincentian culture is a mixture of all those things that we experience from our colonial past, and a little stuff were added here and there as time went by. And there is no present and there's no future without the past. While I don't think that we should be praising the colonial masters. I don't think we should be having monuments like the Iron Man. I don't think we should be having names of slave owners or slave masters. I like places like Plantation House. I really wish Plantation House would change its name. I really, really wish it would change its
Plantation
name.
House is a private business.
I know, but I really wish it would change its name.
Good morning, Grenadines.
Yeah, good morning, Grenadines. But yeah, now because of private business. Well, the it's an airline company named Massa. Every time I see that logo, I just vex to that. Every single time I see that logo,
I don't mean to
see
laugh,
black
but-
people walking around with this big Massa logo.
Massa.
Yo, fisticuffs, no.
It stands for something, right?
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
coincidental.
It's
though.
standard.
Just
you,
coincidental.
You put a business together, you know what it says.
Maybe it was an oversight. Maybe it was an oversight.
But I do believe that there is no present and future without the past, and we need not hurtful reminders, but we need to be able to trace our history and know what happened, when it happened, what is the reason why we're doing what we're doing today. For instance, Carnival. What's the reason we play mass?
I disagree. We all see my face already on the live.
Yeah, but I agree. I
disagree.
agree. Some
Throw everything
remnants
out.
must remain.
Kick it out. Throw everything out.
Show everything
Throw
out.
everything.
His
Everything.
Majesty's prison. Thank you. Joshua.
RSV Royals and
Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines
Straight up.
Police Force.
throw it out. Because, okay, so albeit, right, there are some people who just know of names of certain places, but they don't understand the meaning behind the names, right? How many people know that? How many people take the time to go and learn? The language is a good point, though. Can't just change your language just like that. But at least, how many people know about the language that was here before the colonizers came? How many people? My problem is, I don't think they are doing enough to teach us, and I don't think we are doing enough to learn about our history outside of colonialism that could empower us, right?
Prime example, Garifuna Garinago.
Right? Something I always say, right? We have to journey to Dorsetshire Hill once a year to pay homage to Joseph Chatouillet,
Hey.
who is our first national hero.
Side note.
Right? Hold on. Right
Okay,
down the
I'll
side
note
note
it.
there.
I'll note it.
Note it. Where in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are you reminded of a national hero? Where? Nowhere. Right? But if you drive through Kingstown, you are constantly reminded, for those of you who know and are conscious, you're constantly reminded of our colonial past. But you're not reminded of the hero in that specific time who fought for what was theirs, rightfully theirs. And we talk about, the spirit of the Garifuna and the spirit of Joseph Chatouillet, but we're not reminded of it. We're reminded of other things. For example, every single day you drive into Kingston, there are 2 massive billboards of what you should remember. But where is Joseph Chatouillet? We got to drive all the way up through a whole bunch of potholes to go and see him. No, well, not him, but the place that he died.
What
We don't even know
billboards?
what billboards? Peace Memorial Hall. Look to the left.
Oh, okay. I from Leeward.
Right. So when they went out,
Yes, I don't
pull
see.
aside and look to your right. Look back to your
I
right.
don't see.
Because if you only look to your left, you might run off the road.
So, side note, yeah, you know that there's a theory that people believe that Joseph Chatouillet isn't a real person?
Well, if he's not a real person, then who's buried in the Anglican church?
Well, that's what they're saying. I was speaking to a Carib girl, and she was saying that there's no trace of him. No one knows who his relatives are,
So is
where
it
he
Jumbie?
came from. People saying that there's a theory. There's a theory that the British Army made him up. The British government made him up to give a. Gosh, I can't remember exactly what the theory is. I'll come back to it.
So- You see, all this is part of the conspiracy. It is not a theory that he was made up. I don't believe that because we know what they
but
tell
if
us.
the Carib
right?
people saying so,
Who told them that?
good point as well.
Who told them that?
Good point as well.
Right? Because some of these
What?
things I gotta take it with a bucket of salt,
And a bucket.
Yeah, not even a grain of salt. Big up to Union Island and Beckley with the salt, yeah.
I need to
It
start a
is.
petition. I said so on Facebook, and I don't know if people taking me serious. I think Jimmy should be a national hero.
Who, Jimmy?
Jimmy has done so much for this
Listen,
country.
Ari.
Jimmy has
Listen.
done so
I
much
will
for this
put you
country.
outside. I'll put you
Jimmy is a
outside.
national icon. Jimmy is a Vincentian icon, and he deserves the praise and recognition as a Vincentian icon.
Let me. Okay, somebody says some persons are not aware of the Garifuna colors: yellow, black, and white.
Really? Oh, morning, Nashida. Nashida said something else before that.
Before that, I agree with Ari with Plantation House. It's what it signifies. Massa, on the other hand, is not MASSA, it's MASA.
That is true. It's an abbreviation that
Yeah.
spells Massa.
Because his name is Chatouillet Joseph, not Joseph Chatouillet. I've heard of that. The
Oh,
Joseph
yes.
lineage can be traced on that end. Even
They
our
are-
last names.
His name.
Yeah,
his
his
name is
name.
different in Garifuna. Chateau something. But
Yeah, clearly.
Joseph isn't clearly an English name.
The English name.
Yeah, so there are a lot of things.
It's a white people name. I don't know.
Yeah, there are a lot of
Because they're different ethnicities, right? Sound like English. Down to my last name. My last name in Hanan to do it. My last name. Who was the Oliver's boy? Jesus, boy. I should shame. Should I get rid of? Yeah. What should you? Karen, get outside. Missed that one. Somebody was trying to call in. We'll take that call in just a bit. But question, right? What should we get rid of and what should we keep?
The number to call is 457-9997. WhatsApp us at 457-9997. We're live on Facebook and YouTube.
I think we should get rid of some of the names of these communities.
Like what?
Kingstown
Kings
and Georgetown. Who's George? King
St.
George.
Andrews.
It was named after King George, right?
I think so.
Something. I don't even care about this.
Hey, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Sorry.
Yes, good morning. As usual, my name is Dave Roberts,
I know everybody knows that.
and I love these kinds of programs. You know why? Since
Why,
I
Dave?
was a boy growing up, I'm hearing the same story repeated over and over again. Now I am nearly 100 years old. The Prime Minister is older than I am. But he comes over as if he is the encyclopedia for this country. And you know what bothers me? We're supposed to have intelligent people in this country who don't challenge him. All what you guys are saying, we have been through that before, You all mentioned Joseph Chatelain, for instance, as our first national hero. He, in my humble opinion, should have held the pride of place somewhere in Kingston. He should have held that a long, long time ago, like where the Iron Man, as we call it, is. But are we really conscious? Nah. I am getting ready to go to my grave, so to speak. And the same stupidness continues. And you have some so-called bright people trying to tell you this and tell you that. Come on. As the man said, come on, man. Victoria Park. There was a Victoria Park in St. Lucia. I mean, you guys might be too young. Victoria Park.
Oh, yeah?
They changed that a long time ago. And not even so long, in my opinion. They changed it to Mindu Philip Park. Now, you guys won't know who Mindu Philip was. He was a sportsman. Who you could say put St. Lucia on the map. He was a cricketer. We still have Victoria Park. We all got the same name in the days of Queen Victoria. Well, I don't know what's wrong with us, man. What is wrong with us? Something ain't catching on. Something ain't catching on. We have been misled. We have been fooled by certain people in this country. Now, I so vexed that I can say so much about this. I am really mad because here you guys
Don't say too much because
the
other
Prime
people want to
Minister,
get
I don't
into,
know if
right?
he already fresh hope. You know, fresh hope. He speaks about fresh hope. And the same, after Nancy's story continues, I would like the Prime Minister, and that's why I speak, because I would like him to respond to that. There are so many other things that remind. Do you know when some countries became independent, they changed their name? For instance, how much of you know what Sri Lanka was before it became independent? Huh? How many of you know the British name? We hear about Sri Lanka now. You know, but this, I am not a politician, so they go until they, you know, I can't convince them with these things. But once I have life, I will remind them of all the ills or what mistakes. Or ask the question, where are we going? Where are they taking us?
Okay.
These are modern times, 2023.
Yes, please.
We should be more advanced in knowledge, education about our own selves.
Yes,
Who
sir.
can convince me we are? Who can? Not even the greatest prime minister in the whole world. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. You know,
I pronounce it Ceylon.
Ceylon.
Sri Lanka before the
Ceylon. C. Say.
Oh, Dave said it. Joshua said it. Sorry.
B. How do you pronounce? Is there any word that goes something EY? I don't know. We'll Google it. Well, you know, it's funny that you said that another country had Victoria Park and they changed the name. I would like for Victoria Park to be changed to like Fireman Hooper National Park or something. Or we could call it Fireman Hooper Stadium, and you got to put in the extra U's in there. Because he want...
Sorry. So it's no longer Good Night Victoria Park. Good Night Siam Stadium.
No, not so many U's.
Okay.
But are you serious?
So if we remove everything, see, yeah, big and serious, what language you going to speak to each other?
Okay, so what I would agree with, right? I think is the must remain is what triggered me there a little bit. But I would agree that there are some things that cannot like practically be changed. I will agree with that. But whatever that can be changed, obviously it cannot be an overnight thing, should be. And the first step is the mind. And then you would like just change bit by bit the symbolism. We have a road that's called Nelson Mandela Highway.
You know, I won't lie to you, know. When I first saw it on Google Maps when I came back home, and it kind of annoyed me a little.
Why? Because we chose Nelson Mandela over somebody
we skipped
local.
over a lot of local people, like Jimmy.
Oh.
I feel like we skipped over a lot of local people and went straight to Nelson Mandela.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. I heard you announce a statement that the Prime Minister made, right?
Yeah.
That's the best thing I ever heard for the longest while.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot change everything because you have to have history.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You're all alone with people. You have to have history and you have continuation.
Mm-hmm.
You leave history right there and then you continue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes,
And you form
please.
your history. Now, the people in St. Vincent don't have that mindset. It was in the days like where you had when people were black conscious, when you had the Black Power movement. Yes, you could ask for that. But right now, neither here nor there, because we're in a state of the same colonialism. We're not in, yes, that is the mindset. Colonialism is still us. There to change name. Well, then they can pick now. There's a fight again. You pick a name, it's a fight. Just leave it like it is and you continue.
True.
You build new thing or whatever, give them names. That
True.
is what I have to say.
Okay.
Because you're playing on the sensitivity of people. Some people not conscious. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with Victoria Park?
Mm-hmm.
When the tourists come now, they're living for the tourists. You tell them this is named after Queen Victoria, this and that. There are certain things you have to tell the tourists if you have a tourism industry.
Okay.
So this thing again with changing name and all them things, I'm not for it.
Okay.
Just do a continuation.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
What's the name of Joseph Chartier's son? He was the one that won the second Carib War, right?
I'm not sure what his name was.
Chartier. That's Joseph Chateau. But yeah, his son. I feel like his son or somebody related should have gotten that name instead of Nelson Mandela. But that's my opinion. Joshua, we will never call each other that.
But
We will
Leeward,
never
but
call each other that.
I mean, there were a number of people from the Leeward side too that played a important role in our history. But that's an interesting perspective for tourism. Like, what will you say when you show them Victoria Park? This is called
agree,
Fireman Hooper National Stadium,
I do agree with the tourism part though.
right? No, I'd say it's interesting. It's interesting, right? It was once called Victoria Park, but we just got fed up of all the colonial remnants, so we just changed it.
Hey, welcome to Victoria Park, named after one of the the persons.
Probably one of you is related to them. We don't know.
Anyways, the time is now 8:30.
I might be a very bitter tour guide if I were to ever be a tour guide.
It's 8:30, and we have a very
Oh.
interesting guest after these ads.
Sorry.
A very interesting topic too. Please stay tuned or join
No,
the
we have
other
to say
live.
what it is. We have to say
Oh,
what it
I'm
is.
sorry. Go ahead.
Right? B is for binary. Mr. Shefflon Ballantyne has released yet another book that we don't know if it's going to go down the same road as one of his previous children's book that was banned on Amazon twice. We'll hear more about that, and we're gonna actually speak to him when we come back. All right.
Yo!